Hey y'all, it's your girl Dr. Vita Harley. Women Entrepreneurs Matter. Be bold, be brilliant, be empowered. Y'all, I'm excited today. It is Talk About It Tuesday. And guess what else it is? It is day 7th of the 30-day challenge to cleanse my liver. Because y'all, I did a bioscan and it said my liver was red. That meant that my liver is in danger. My liver is not filtering the way it needs to filter, so I need to do something about it. So I activated the 30-day challenge. What you do is basically you just take 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice in the morning when you wake up on an empty stomach, and don't eat or drink anything for 30 minutes. That's it. But I've also incorporated, walking and getting out and about and moving, because that's very important. The body needs to have air, it needs movement for it to function properly. So I am focusing on my health with that. And so I'm just doing a video every day. But today is Talk About It Tuesday. And what I want to talk about today is, and I talked about it yesterday on day 6, a lot of times you go through a lot of things in life. So what I want to talk about today is depression. I did put some information on depression yesterday. I talked about it some. And what I did was I went to library, and so I did some research, because y'all, I love looking up things, understanding things, why are things the way they are. So what I did was I just looked up some different things that a person that might be depressed, depressed is just, sometimes feeling a little down, not yourself. I've suffered for depression a lot of years, and I can't say that I'm over it, because depression is real. It is truly real. But if every day you will put forth just a little bit of effort, that's part of why I do what I do, because every day I keep myself more active, busy, cleansing my liver, doing different things that I can do to build myself up, do some self-care, personal care, just learn more things. So what I did was I went to the library, so I'm gonna give y'all just a few of the things now that I got, that I printed out. So when you're dealing with depression, and I know that myself, you have to understand the source of your feelings. Y'all know, of course, I'm reading this, right? And then you want to challenge negative thoughts, because y'all know we have them negative thoughts. They will overpower our positive thoughts. So try to have more positive thoughts. That's why I talk about doing affirmations and saying nice things to yourself, like I love you, you're amazing, you're awesome. Set boundaries and take control, because we wasn't taught to set boundaries. So I mean, if you don't know how to set boundaries, how can you take control? That's just something that you want to think about, something that you can learn about. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Be aware of yourself, of your feelings, your thoughts, and do something about it. You don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over, because y'all know what the definition of that is, right? Okay. Seek support and professional help. There's nothing wrong with seeking help, y'all. Even if you just call somebody and talk to somebody, sometimes it's just good to just get it out of you, and maybe hear someone with a listening ear can help you to sort some things out, maybe give some advice on some of their experiences, and focus on what you can control. So those are just a few things that I have on my list. Maybe I might, throw a couple more nuggets out, when I'm finished, because I am going to do my laps today. I'm just chilling. The sun is hot, y'all. It is hot. But I'm going to do this anyway, because I want to move. I want to, be more healthier. Just be more happier, y'all. I think it's very important, especially when you live in a place where you really feel like you want to move somewhere else, more exciting, and do more exciting things. But I know that every single day, everything that I do, I have to make it exciting. I have to say, oh, this is amazing. I'm not where I want to be, but I know where I am, and I know that this is great, and it's going to get better and greater later. So y'all, let me get these laps in. What do y'all want to talk about on this Talk About Tuesday? Put some things below. I mean, depression is a big topic, and a lot of people don't talk about it, but I think it's important to talk about it, because mental health in our community is very important. It needs to be looked at, it needs to be examined, it needs to be dealt with, and the word just needs to go out that it's okay. It's okay if you have a little depressed feeling sometimes. You don't got to stay there. I tell people, jump off the hamster wheel. Jump off the hamster wheel, find out a little bit more about it, assess yourself, and figure out what you're going to do. Put some comments below, y'all. What are some of y'all thoughts about it? So I'm going to get on this track, y'all, because I'm doing 2 things at one time. I'm doing my Talk About It Tuesday and my 7-day challenge, y'all. I ain't had no coffee in 7 days, y'all. And I'm feeling pretty good about that because I didn't think I could stop drinking coffee. So the liver cleanse is really helping me with that, helping me with my energy. I'm also taking B-complex because I do take supplements, you know, because you have to figure out what your body needs, and then you have to go accordingly. If it's something that you're using, I'm looking at sea moss as well. So if you try something and it don't work, don't use it. If you try something and do work, keep on using it. But y'all, let me get on this track because I gotta get these laps in. Hey y'all, so I got 1 lap in. It is hot, hot, hot out here. But guess what? It's beautiful. Nature is just so beautiful. You get to get deep breaths in. It's just amazing. You know, the body really needs air. Are we breathing deep enough? You know, is that air coming in, circulating throughout the body, building up the lungs? Another thing I want to talk about for Let's Talk About It Tuesday is I want to talk about miracles. I probably should have started with that, but that's okay. You know, miracle. Do you believe in miracles? Do you know that your miracle can happen at any point in time? Like today, it could be like it is, and tomorrow it could be completely different, better, what you dreamed about, what you always wanted it to be. But miracles, miracles, miracles. I want to tell y'all one of my little miracle stories. And I know y'all got some miracle stories too. But I'm going to slow down just a second. Years ago, I saw this commercial. It said, be all you can be. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? The Army. So I'm like, okay, I can handle it. I'm pretty strong. You know, I had 3 kids early, y'all, so I had to figure out what I was going to do. And to be all I could be would be so great because then I could really take care of them the way I needed to take care of them and do the things that I needed to do. And had a lifestyle that I really wanted to live. So I took the bus all the way to Yuma, Arizona, where my best friend was in the Army, Brenda Stover. May she rest in heaven. And I rode the bus out there. It took 3 days, y'all. Took the boys, left my daughter with my mother. And I started basic training and everything was going okay. But then they said, well, you have to sign your kids over to somebody if you come to the Army. I'm like, hold up. That's not going to happen. And so here I am, way in Yuma, Arizona, y'all. That's far. I can't even tell you how far that is. It took 3 days to get there. And I can't get in the Army. So let me tell you about my miracle. One day I was listening to Tammy Baker because, y'all, I had really gotten depressed. I'm not going to tell y'all no story. I got my babies out here in the middle of the desert. I don't know what I'm going to do. They prayed for me, and then they said the Lord will provide food, shelter, and clothing. Because I told them I don't have no money. I got to go home. I don't want my friend to pay my way. And what am I going to do? She said, don't worry about it, that you will see the signs. Okay, y'all, I get up the next morning. I'm going to go get me a soda. I'm like, okay, yeah, right. I'll make it home. But as soon as I got to that door, y'all, those boys, Kente and Darnell, hit both my hands. They wanted to go with me because I was just going to the commissary to get me a pop. I was like, no, we can ready to go. So I decided, well, y'all, they said that the Lord will provide food, shelter, and clothing. So we getting ready to go home. They like 5 and 6, y'all, okay? Poor children. But y'all know I'm divinely guided. And we walked by my friend's job on the barracks, and I let her know we was getting ready to go home. She said, well, how you getting home? I said, I don't know, but the Lord is going to provide food, shelter, and clothing. I'm talking about miracles, y'all. So I got to the end of the base, y'all. I'm in like 30 miles from the city in the middle of the desert. And I just put my thumb up in the air and said, whichever way the wind was blowing, that's the way we going. And so we turned to our right, and we started walking. We walked about 2 miles, and the boys was like, starting to like, okay, what's going on here? There's nobody around, no stores or nothing. And I was singing to them, hey, you get off my mountain. You're just trying to bring me down. And I'm trying not to be nervous, y'all, but we out here now. So some told me, another miracle, y'all, when I got close to this big tower that my ride would be there. So I'm like looking to the side. I see this tower, but I ain't seeing no ride. So next thing you know, this black man pulls up in a little Beetlebug car. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And he said, well, I didn't see nobody behind y'all like you had a breakdown or anything. He said, well, if you would like, you can get in. So I got in. I told him my story, what was going on. I don't know, for some reason, y'all, wasn't scared, because when they prayed for me, they said, well, the Lord will provide food, shelter, and clothing. So I couldn't just let him drive by. So he took me into the city. He got us a hotel room, and he gave me $20 so that I could buy us something to eat. He said, well, I'll be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I called my friend Brenda, and I told her what was going on. I told her who he was, because he gave me all his information, so she wouldn't worry about me, because that was pretty devastating and traumatic for her, for me to just pick the boys up and leave and say that I'm walking home, or I'm gonna get home the best way I can, you know. So we got something to eat and everything, and the next morning came, y'all. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock came. No, he's not there. 10 o'clock. Next thing you know, he knocked on the door. He said, you ready to go? So I'm like, yes. I'm like praying all night, y'all. You know I'm praying all night, right? And so we drove and drove for about a day and a half to Texas. And then something told me that I need to tell him to, pull over, or, don't drive. And so I told him it was getting to be dark anyway. So he stopped and got a room. He was very, very tired. Total gentleman, y'all. He slept on the floor. We got up the next morning and we left. We driving again. So he pulls over. He says, well, just hold on. I'll be right back. He came back, y'all, with 2 bus tickets. One for me and Kente. One for me and one for Kente. And then Darnell didn't have to pay. He said, well, we're in Memphis, Tennessee now. You could just catch the bus on home and then you'll be okay. I'm like, OMG, I'm going to make sure I pay you back. And I did. I sent him money. When I got my next check, I sent him his money. But y'all, that was a miracle. When I left that Army base in Yuma, Arizona, I had 55 cents. When I got home 3 days later, safe, I had $1.10. And y'all, 3 people on the way gave me $5 a piece. I told everybody my story because I was not scared. I just wasn't scared. They prayed for me and said that the Lord will provide food, shelter, and clothing. And so that's what happened, y'all. So I got back home, and even though it was a struggle, I believed in miracles, y'all. I believe that I can be all I could be. I believe that the Lord will provide food, shelter, and clothing. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. What kind of miracles do you have in your life? What kind of miracles are you looking forward to? So I just still, miracles, y'all. Miracles, miracles, miracles. I got my laps in, y'all. I had to come on in because it started raining out here. Then the lawnmower man done came to cut the grass that don't need to be cut again. But he got to get paid, y'all. So it is Talk About Tuesday, y'all. That is miracles. I know y'all had some miracles in your life. Talk about some of those miracles. Comment below what y'all think. You probably don't understand why I do what I do. But I do it because it makes me happy. It's who I am. I want to share, good information, cleanse my liver, to talk about those things that we need to talk about. That's very important. So a few more things I'm going to talk about because, we had talked about depression and everything, some different things that we can do, and myself included, to help to, be more happier in life, to have more self-care. So another thing you can do is establish a routine. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm establishing a new routine. For a long time, I would come out every so often. I would get on the track. But when I gave myself a challenge, a 30-day challenge, and plus I have to deal with my liver, so that helped me to change my routine. So my routine is a little different now. I get up with a different mindset, as I talked about before. I get up, thinking about, well, what can I do to stay on track, to make sure that I stay with this challenge and really make it a reality, because in the end, I'll be able to go back on my bioscan and find out if, it's starting to rain on me, y'all, to find out if my liver made any changes from me using the 2 tablespoons of olive oil and a teaspoon of lemon oil every morning in the morning before I wake up. And so another thing is engage in physical activity. I'm doing that, y'all. Y'all see I'm just sweating all over the place, but it's all good. Mindfulness and relaxation. meditating. I meditate every morning. You know, you have to calm your mind. So many times different things happen and they just stay on your mind constantly, constantly, constantly. But if you meditate, that helps you to release some of those things. But when you meditate, that just helps you to, you just kind of calm your mind down so you don't worry about things as much or go over things that happened in the past that definitely cannot be changed. But what it would do is help you get mindfulness so that you can start looking more toward the future. Maintain a healthy diet. Y'all know I talk about eating by the blood type all the time and being careful about what you eat. Like yesterday I had a gyro. I hadn't had one in a while. I really like gyro, but guess what? After I ate it, I had to go to sleep. And I literally had to sleep all night because I think I had a reaction to it. So I had to be very mindful of my blood type and eating for my blood type, because if I don't, then will have bouts of allergies like that. Or if I eat right, then I have more energy. Build and maintain social connections. Y'all know that's important. Y'all know I love building connections. I just love working with people. I love networking. I love finding out what's good going on in our community, because we get so much bad press from the bad things that's going on. So y'all, it is Talk About It Tuesday. I know I talked about a lot of stuff today. It is also day 7 of the 30-day challenge to cleanse my liver, because I have fatty liver. So hopefully y'all will join me. I will keep y'all updated on how things are going. I'm excited, y'all, because I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a little sweaty and hot right now, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm breathing. I do integrate my supplements like B-Complex, and I'm looking at sea moss. I tried that for a couple of days just to kind of see, how it works. You always want to listen to your body, because your body's going to tell you whether it likes it or not. So y'all, just be healthy. Do what you can. It don't matter. I know I get a little extravagant on things sometimes, but do a little bit every single day. The thing is, if you have depression and you're dealing with depression, acknowledge it and then do something about it if you want changes. If you think that you have fatty liver or you're a little overweight and you need to start looking at your body and you got some aches and pains that you shouldn't have, maybe you might want to do the little liver cleanse thing. Maybe you might want to drink more water, or get more breathing in, or do more exercise and moving, or get out in the community. I don't know, y'all. I just hope that you all will just pay attention to your health on this Let's Talk About It Tuesday and day 7 of the 30-day challenge to cleanse my liver. Y'all, I'm having to keep on moving this window up and down because it's raining. But y'all, it's your girl, Dr. Vita Harley. Women Entrepreneurs Matter. Be bold, be brilliant, be empowered, and get healthy today, y'all. Talk about it in the comments below. What y'all want to talk about? Talk about anything. If I missed you last week, hey, talk about it today, because still as important as it was last week, it's important right now. It's coming, y'all. I have right now 6 different ebooks that I am going to be putting out there, digital ebooks, but I'm doing also the Glow Up Journal while I'm doing a 30-day challenge. So I am glowing up as well, y'all. So you just basically, when you get up in the morning, you just want to track yourself. How are you feeling? Are you very sad, or are you very happy, and somewhere in between? So of course today, y'all, I came up with happy. I'm happy. In the midst of it all, y'all, I'm happy. And then just write a few words. And then the question is, what limiting beliefs are holding you back, and how can you overcome them? I know I have limiting beliefs. I know it. I am dealing with it. It's very important, because, we don't realize that the things that happen to us, how they get ingrained inside of us. So that's my thing for today, is to find out what are my limiting beliefs and what is truly holding me back. And I know I'm going to find out what that is. So y'all, those are the questions I'm going to answer today in the Glow Up Journal. And that's just a part of this process, because it's so important that we take care of ourselves and that we glow up, y'all.